Okay, so Cheryl, thanks for agreeing to be interviewed today. I'm going to ask you a few questions, basically about your experiences as a foster carer and why you decided to become a foster carer. So if we start off with you explaining to me what made you decide to become a foster carer.
Okay, I've thought about it for years. Initially, I myself was in care, and from birth until I was 5. And growing up, I've always thought, it would be something that I'd like to do. I've done work within social services, the NSPCC, and the last thing was working for BAF, which is the British Association of Fostering and Adoption, working as PA for the chief executive there. And I think by that time I really had made up my mind. And going to Brent, I thought I'll go to the information evening and find out more about it. And upon receiving information from that, there was a talk where they had brought in an experienced foster carer, I really thought, oh, this is really something that I'd like to do. And also the backing from friends and family, they've always said to me, I think that you'd be excellent at doing something like that. So.
Okay, and how did you find the whole assessment process?
It's long, but obviously, it has to be thorough, and I thought it was quite smooth running. It went straight through. I understood. If I didn't understand, I was made to understand. Different parts of the assessment. What I was explained through, what would happen, and from one part of the assessment to the next, etc. So they always keep you in the know, and that really helped. You get to know your assessing social worker as well, and they bring you like material to read through, to do different exercises, which helps you through the processing, and prepares you for the training as well.
Okay, and I understand you've got your first child placed with you at the moment. How have you found that?
Oh, amazing experience, absolutely amazing. I mean, I was in Kensington High Street shopping away, got a phone call saying they needed to place a child urgently, and within 2 hours of receiving the call, I had the child placed in my home. And it's been absolutely brilliant.
Okay. And what was the first night like?
First night for me was very, very good. He slept when they brought him. He slept for about 3 to 4 hours. Then looked up, looked around, obviously wanted to know where he was, and sort of looking at me. I fed him, changed him, and he just continued looking, got a little smile. He went back to sleep. And he slept right throughout the night. I prepared myself thinking, obviously as a very young baby, he's going to wake up during the night. And to my surprise, no.
And how have you found the support that you've received?
Oh, absolutely excellent. Anything that I needed to know, anything that was probably highlighted during the time of after the assessment and the training, etc., that I was able to look back at material and find out things. If I'm not able to find out for myself, I was able to go to the social worker and ask. They would always ring me up and keep me informed, ask how I was doing, always check up on me and make sure I was okay. They're not just leaving you to it. There's a lot of backing, a lot of support. And they always say, don't be afraid to ask. There's a support network as well for fostering, which is excellent as well.
So do you go to the support network often?
I've been once, and I will be going again, and I'm going to try and make an effort to go more regularly as well.
Have you accessed any of the training on offer?
Yes, I actually attended training up until last week Saturday. I went on a training course, which was absolutely brilliant. Everybody involved in the training said, it was really, really good. and it just gives you a different aspect, a different way of looking. It gives you, you're able to do different exercise, group exercises and things like that. And again, you're getting to know other foster carers, so again, you're networking as well, which is really important.
Okay. Now, I understand you're approved as a short-term foster carer. Is there any particular reason why you chose to become a short-term foster carer as opposed to a long-term carer?
Not really, no. I think probably for me personally, because I've worked within social services, and I knew from working within a children's home and assessment centre, I knew more about the aspects of short-term fostering, and I just thought that I compared it with the long-term, and I just thought, well, at the moment this would be best for me.
Okay. And what would your advice be to anybody thinking of becoming a foster carer?
Go in with your eyes open. Do not be afraid. You may have loads of questions. They will be answered for you. There's always a lot of doubt and oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not married, or I haven't got kids. I haven't got children. I haven't got a big house. Once you've got the love, care and attention within yourself, and you have that spare room, you just go to the information evening and just listen and observe, pick up information, ask questions, and if you want to go through with it, then you continue it from there and see what it's all about.
Okay.